Audio recording started. Figured it out.
Yeah, we're live. So I think to touch on what you said, correct me if I'm wrong, because I was in the middle of something, but I think your idea is to target some micro KOLs.
I don't even think they're KOLs. I want to target people that are active community members that have a voice in other established projects. I want to
So
target
active community member within our Telegram.
no other people's.
I gotcha.
So
Okay.
like in here, I'm just using us as an example. We have not many people in here right now, but we have Brian Barber and NR47 is the name I've seen around, and I'll just there's other people I know here that are not names that I've come across. I just know them, so I'm not using you guys as examples. But like Brian Barber, I met only digitally in here because he's a voice in legend. My thought is we need to find the Brian Barber who's not 100,000, even a 5,000, 10,000 follower guy who gets rated all the time. He's a active voice in a project he believes in. So if I went into a Giga Chat or a Sigma Chat or any other like good project, we can come up with these. If I went into a good project and I went into their community, I saw who's a voice in here and who's like somewhat smart and someone gets it. Let's raid that guy. And that guy most likely is not going to be 100,000 follower KOL. He's going to be a guy that gets one or two clicks on his Twitter post, and but he has a really big voice in a Telegram group, and people listen to him. And if you tell people about Legend coming from one of those big projects, they probably would. And if he gets raided, if we raid, like you didn't hear this part, like if I got raided, I don't even think I have 100 Twitter followers. I may have 100. And nobody comments on my stuff. But if I got raided because somebody came in here and like heard me talking or like said, this guy might know what he's doing, let's get him over to let's just get him as a buyer on our project. If I got raided, I would see it. I would see every like, I would see every comment, I would read every DM because I don't get DMs and likes and comments. So like, let's go find the people that are influential, but that will also read their DMs, likes, and comments, because we know that they would read them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think rating is real interesting. I like your approach. That's we can do that. I still do believe
the other rates hurt. Obviously, they cannot harm us if we raid other people. Like I'm not saying that. But I am saying let's be targeted about it, and let's not just raid because we want to have an active raid.
I still do believe that micro KOLs are a good approach as well.
Yeah,
because they're similar. They're similar to what you're saying. You know, guys on Twitter that are trying to build a following or that are active, and they've got 2,000 to 5,000 followers, for example.
And they're reading their stuff, right? Like that person will read their DMs. That's
they call those people reply guys. So people that are reply guys that actually interact with you, those are the guys that we can get. Yeah, guys, girls, you know what I'm saying. But
I know what you
mean. For example, Cryptoshi. I just sent Cryptoshi a message. He's part of our Telegram, and he's got like 6,000 followers, and he was raiding with us for Legend. And like those are the best. Those are, in my opinion, the best guys. It's like the guys that are hungry, that are out there, quote unquote, in the trenches, working, active, replying, and promoting, pushing their own bags.
So how did we find Cryptoshi? Do you remember? Did you already say that?
So Cryptoshi was found through, I think, Crypto Cray brought him on board.
Oh, did you know him already?
He did not know him, no.
So you just sort of found him?
He just found him.
Quote unquote trenches?
Yeah. So we struck a deal with him, and then he's been here ever since. And I actually just DM'd him to make sure that he's aware of what's going on and that he's going to continue his support with Legend. So I'm waiting for his reply.
Yeah, guys like that. Honestly, even guys that want, I'm not, like, we'll figure out how to pay people, but like reply guys that want another project to get on, like that don't need to be paid.
I think at this point, there is no paying anybody.
Right.
The market cap speaks for itself. The entry is there. There is no reason why somebody would have to get paid in Solana or tokens or fiat to come and help us push. They can just buy their own bag and work for their own bag.
So the Cryptoshi scenario is perfect, except for the last part. the pay part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I mean, I'm not saying that you guys were awesome raiding last time around. But like, imagine if some of those raids that we sort of knew might not, like, we're just kind of for fun, maybe spend that time working on the target list.
The old school raid strategy works, right? Like if you
Yeah.
can raid and if you can get a major influencer to call you out or like your post, like for example, I had Crypto Licks like one of my replies, and then he actually responded to me.
But so in my, I don't know if you heard this part, but he and Shadow and those guys are different. Those guys are in the target list because they want to put their name on a project.
Correct.
Because they are looking actively for projects to put their name on, not to get paid. Like there
Correct.
are a lot, and those guys like CryptoLix and Shadow are definitely going to be on our target list. And
right.
that would be like relentless. Like those guys, we'll put notifications on those guys and we'll rate everything they say. But but these other KOLs that just say like, hey, who's up? Or good morning. And then every person that has a crypto page on Twitter.
Yeah, no, those guys are, they're looking for engagement for their own personal brand.
Right.
The guys that say, like this as fast as you can before I take it down, or I'm giving away a Solana, what's your wallet address? Those guys are just looking for engagement. But for example, going back to Crypto Licks, as soon as he replied and I liked his reply, I had like 800 impressions on that, on his reply in a matter of 30 seconds. Right. So 100%. Those are the guys that if we're going to target, we have to keep those guys still on our board. On our target list. They're real important. And then who else did you mention? Shadow. Shadow's going to be a hard one. He's in a bunch of projects. I mean, we can rate him, but I don't see that going anywhere.
Those types. Yeah. Okay. If you don't see it going anywhere, then maybe we can find those types.
Right. Yeah. Those types of influencers, right? They're like organic. Those guys are in the trenches themselves, even though they've got huge bags.
Right. Yeah. So let's make our target list like those guys and just other prominent voices in top projects. I'm not like, that's a new idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but like,
hey, Happy Bill. Sorry, bro, not to cut you off. Piece of bro to cut you off. Happy Bila, can we go see on like the raid leaderboard and see who they're rating that's number one, or is that not an effective strategy?
I don't know if we can see who they're really rating, but we can just see how fast and how many raids they're doing. But a lot of that stuff is botted also.
Okay.
So like the guy, I mean, when we were rating, we hit second place, we hit third place. We've never been in first place. But yeah, I don't know. I could look into it and find out who they're rating and what they're doing.
When we hit second place last time, I clicked on it, and I clicked on and I went into their chat. Kind of, you can click in the chat and see what they're rating, and they did a couple of things, and it was like 50 likes, 50 replies, 20, 30 retweets, whatever it was, and it got filled up like instantly. So again, I don't know if it's bots or whatever, but it also felt like they were just kind of rating either their own tweets, or it was like a self-fulfilling thing. It wasn't like rating like you said, one of these it was like they rated their own thing. I don't know. It was very strange, and it was hard to follow. But I definitely don't think it was authentic in any way. And then being first, I don't know if that helped them, to be honest.
Right. We saw a lot of traffic. Like one of our biggest volume days was when we raided the first time. The first raid party. We had a lot of volume. We had a lot of action. There's also a strategy when it comes to time and day of the week to raid. I think we did a Friday night party and we did a Sunday night raid party, and the Friday raid party was way better. We had a way better outcome than the Sunday night raid party. So certain days and times matter. We saw a lot of volume, and then we also saw when we were rating. That's when I don't remember why or how, but we ended up going to 1,000 holders and then 1,300 Telegram members. I think it was the raid party, to be honest, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that Friday night.
So one of those, or several of those raids must have hit the right people, right?
That's all it takes. It's just keep going at it, grinding nonstop, and then I mean, we've heard it a million times, but it's because it works. You just have to keep on grinding. So right now we're on VC. Later on today, people should jump off. And I'm not saying sit in Telegram for 24 hours, but if you're on Twitter and you come across somebody that catches your eye or whatnot, reply to him, and tag Legend. And then if we see it, we can rate it.
Dope. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Is the raid bot still in there? So can we create raids? Okay, cool.
Yeah, the raid bot is in there, correct.
So, and guys, then one thing you've heard me say this before. I'm going to say it again just because I want to keep it top of mind. Let's think about how we can coordinate multiple things, because the impact is like, doing two things is double. Doing three things, exponential. Yeah, four. Yeah, exactly. So, like if you can find someone who will give us a call, well, see if you can create a raid party right when they're giving us a call, and see, and remember I was trying to put together like, hey, we all buy just one soul and coordinate it with three other things. So have that in your mind. If you've got something, let's all come together as a group and say, hey, what else can we add? Maybe we can create one of those exponential moments, and get the maximum value for everything we do by coordinating.
Yeah. Just kind of to piggyback, I wanted to say, and P. Billo was talking about the raid when it was very successful and we had all the traffic. It was when we were rising too. Like we were growing, like our market cap was getting higher. So again, if we can coordinate that when we're like yesterday when we was climbing, if we could have somehow organized something then, obviously we couldn't have. It was our first day, kind of, we didn't even know what was going on. But if we could organize when we see we're going up, and then you do the raid, and then you have something else happen, right? And then it becomes exponential, and that's when really, and then it just keeps going and growing and growing.
Yeah, totally. I agree with you. What works in crypto is, from my experience, is when you are, like you said, when you're climbing, you put your foot on the gas. When you're moving sideways and kind of like on the downturn, it's okay to lay off the accelerator, because a lot of that noise, a lot of that effort just gets wasted. So yeah, to your point,
100%.
To your point, yeah. Next time, I mean, I have a feeling we're going to keep climbing. I mean, obviously we know that we have some migration still, moving over to another project, but yeah, I mean, once we see that, yeah, we should put our foot on the gas pedal and just go full throttle and raid and do whatnot. And obviously, we mentioned this last night in our other message, and I'll say it again now since this one's being recorded. We still have a few things that are owed to us from different influencers and AMAs. We're still partners with Kid and Walt Show. We've got about 7 more shows scheduled with them, so that's pretty bullish. Those guys are really good. They have a lot of influence and reach. And then we also have an AMA scheduled. Well, it's not on the books yet, but we have an AMA scheduled with Caleb, who's another caller. And that AMA should be scheduled with some bigger names that I won't mention, but that's also very, very bullish. So even at this very low market cap, in my opinion, this is a bullish situation to be at this lower market cap. I know it hurts. Trust me, it hurts me as well. But I think
we're not hurt anymore. Now we're excited. The low market cap is an opportunity.
Exactly.
Yep. When you tell somebody about it, if they see it and it's like already 10 million, they're like, I can't get that many X's out of it. If they see it and it's like 100,000, they're thinking, I can get 100X out of this.
Yeah, it changes the perspective of a lot of those.
It totally does. So guys, tell me, tell everybody, tell me, but include me, when you get this stuff scheduled, because that's what I mean. Like if we know we've got the AMA scheduled with who was it?
Kid and Walt. No, we're definitely going to let you know. I just don't like.
And then I can tell TJ, like the dude I brought in, I told you could possibly you know, bring a lot of buying, I can say, hey, we're going to have this AMA, and then, you know, we can all, you know, add our activities. And, you know, by the time it comes, you know, we've got we've got the chart rolling, and then we're on this AMA, and we've got this good looking chart, and we're talking, and, you know, everybody in there is like, hey, I got to get me some of this. And, you know, next thing you know, we 10x'd it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I just don't want to put the word out there. I don't like when projects promise and then never come through with it or botch the execution. So, but we will definitely let people know what's coming. And then again, if anybody has, like you said, Brian, if anybody has any reach or any contacts or anything, I mean, let us know. You know, bring it. Do whatever you need to do to pump your own bag. You know, we're all here. I mean, this is a solid foundation. You should feel confident and comfortable where we're at the moment. So if you have any sort of reach or influence or connections, let's go.
Yeah, and bring them. We'll schedule a VC for that person, or like we'll make a VC and they can like, hey, hop in. Everyone's going to be on. If you want to hear more about the product, like we'll clean up the house when you bring somebody in. If they want to talk to any one of us off to the side, or it's like you want to bring them in and you tell us you're bringing them in, we'll put a VC up or something. You know, like if we know someone's coming, obviously we'll roll out some sort of red carpet for them. The other thing I wanted to say about those AMAs and stuff, just so everyone knows, like we have them, or maybe you can correct me, T-Bill, like we have them, you know, owed to us, I would say, but it's not like they were, like if we have 7 left, we don't have 7 dates on the calendar today, right now, of when we're going on. So it kind of like comes up a little bit before and when we know we're going on, and then it just happens. So it's not like we have this advance notice and we're, you know, just holding out. It's just like when we get the notice, yeah, we definitely will let the community know.
Yeah, they'll just let us know, like, hey, we're going on.
Yeah,
these are our days. We're going to plug you guys in for this day at this time, and then we just kind of have to just roll with it and
just kind of
we adapt.
Yeah,
and we build around it. Yeah, so that's very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, no,
all right,
you're
guys.
right though. That like, yes, it's a similar show that we were already on, but our situation has changed and our market cap is way different. So maybe even if the same people are listening to that show that we were on before, if they check us out again because we're on the show again, they might buy this time, right? I mean,
yeah, because now they get more.
Yeah, and then they might have felt they missed it before, and now they have a chance to get back.
Yeah, and it all depends. To touch on that, it all depends on their audience, right? I always bring tie things back into real estate. It's like you've got buyers for your $150,000 property, you've got buyers for your $800,000 property, and then you've got buyers for your $3 million property. So it's the same thing with crypto. It's like per market cap, you have certain buyers for your sub 1 million, and then you have certain buyers for your sub 5 million, and then you have certain buyers for 5 million plus in the market cap range. So we are playing in a different pool at the moment, which is great because it's a bigger pool, in my opinion.
I also think that with these shows, I think we have a lot of talent in here that can do really well on these shows. And this isn't a slight at T-Cash at all. I just feel like we have a lot of people here that can go on those shows and do a really good job of conveying what it is now, what we are now. And, and another good thing is we reached 3.5 mil. That was kind of our top 3.5, 3.8, something like that. So we didn't go to like 30 mil, right? We didn't go to like this crazy amount and then go all the way down. And we did go all the way down, but now we've popped up a little bit. So I think for anybody that's kind of even new to memes and, maybe they're in like utility-based tokens or whatever, but if they're new in this voice, I think they'll see if they get a notice of us and the talent we have to convey this information, I think it'll intrigue them because, hey, here it is at 100, 120, whatever it is. It's been to 3.5. If I get in at 120, it can get to 1 million quick. And, and I think a lot of people, I think that'll interest a lot of people. So
that's a good point.
Very, very bullish.
It's like, definitely looks like we can do that again. It's not like we're dropped off of a huge cliff of 100 million, 30 million. Like if you see us, you'd be like, well, they could probably do that again. Right. I mean, like Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Like, hey, like they went down, but now there's a resurgence, and now, like, why would they're investing this money in the project again? They're investing their time to get back kind of where they're at. It's and even though all those things we talked about when before Tcash left, like this is a typical pattern for a lot of coins, and the ones that really do go under, there's no real comeback. They're just kind of done, and I really think we can be an exception, and I think we can be different. And that's, I keep preaching that. I think we have to be a little different than what, I mean, there's obviously, you have your base playbook, some of the things that work and are great, but we have to carve out our own niche. And I think the more we kind of feed off each other and speak to each other, because there are some really bright people here with different perspectives and different kind of aspects, and they come from different parts of the world and different parts of their career. And I think we can form this token, this CTO, whatever it is, and just kind of, hey, this is our new way forward. And as we continue to kind of just reflect and regroup and rebase, it's gonna come together, and the vision will come together, and the program and the process will help take care of that. Very, very excited about it.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, one thing I saw what Cashbull was posting, the wallet. I assume that's the wallet that people send to get Wolfie airdrops, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. So that's super good information, because as we're out there bringing in our new friends, like I use the example of the dude I brought in last night. We got to protect them from being Tcash's exit liquidity, right? Like
Tcash is out. So you guys know he's out.
Well, no, I mean being Wolfie's exit, like that wallet is going to sell, right? That 6 million wallet you showed us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's been selling, but
that's the wallet that can sort of give us an idea of what kind of a dump is coming, right?
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, so when we talk to our friends, just be sure to protect them from that. Like tell them, hey, we're committed. We've got a great crew. We've got a lot of assets waiting. We got this, but the transition, we've got to.
Can you go back? I was cutting out. Can you go back to the exit liquidity thing? I want to make sure I understood what you're saying.
I'm saying as you bring in new buyers, make sure, like I brought in a guy last night. I just airdropped him some because I want him to pay attention, but I don't want him to start buying because he will be exit liquidity for that wallet.
Correct. So that's actually a very bullish situation, Brian. Like
exactly.
And people, if whoever's listening to this voice chat, if you're not aware of that, there is a wallet. It's the Merge wallet that's going where people can send their Legend tokens over for Wolfie. And you can see who's doing that and obviously how many tokens are in that wallet, which will get sold off, gives you an indication of what the chart's going to look like over the next 24 hours. So it's actually a great situation for people who are trying to time their entry into Legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's a great way to time the entry, and there's no way to tell. I mean, we can see the wallet, but as far as like investing in the Wolfie presale or doing this or doing that, or who drops out and who goes over there's no way to tell what that number is going to be. So I think we're just going to be weathering for 3 days and see and get out of it, and we're just going to get out of it strong.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're going to get out of it like a freaking rocket. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I've seen situations like back in the day where we had certain tokens tied up with an exchange, and then you can see it on the blockchain, you can see the ticker, and the time was running out, and you can just feel the energy. And then as soon as it ran out, it was just like this huge flood of just like buys. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it's a good indicator, and it's actually really good for people to time their entry into Legend at the moment. I think that's actually great.
And I think this is good stuff. Those of you hearing, to write in chat when people bring up this merger and stuff, like this is good. These are good nuggets, and these should be dropped.
You should probably. Sorry, Pizza Bro. Cashbull, You should post that in the main and just write what you just wrote in the mod chat. Like, hey, this is another 6 million tokens, heads up or whatnot. I mean, we just need to be transparent and honest. So if people start seeing a dump, they know where it's coming from.
Right. And everything we just said a minute ago about how we feel it's bullish and, how it's a great way to time your entry. Like, we should follow up Cash Bill's post with those thoughts.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's good stuff.
I see some familiar names in here. Rambler, B. McMoney, Slim. What's up, Slim? Leo.
Slim is in here.
Yeah, I think Cash was in here too, but he just left.
Sorry, I lost connection, guys.
Oh, he's here.
What's the deadline for sending to that wallet?
The 31st.
31st.
Okay. So that's the 3 days you're talking about. Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the wrong list.
Yeah, I don't see anybody in here.
No, I see AJ, Cash, Rambler. What's up, guys? Odysseus.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at a different screen. I'm like talking to random people.
But yeah, Brian, this is the 31st is when that happens, and then it's not as tied to us, I would say. But then Wolfie does launch their pre-sale. I think the 3rd. I want to say 3rd to 5th. And
I don't care about their pre-sale. I care about them dumping that wallet. That's what I care about.
Yeah, the 31st is the deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So I know, but I don't know. It still might be a time where people might make a decision on their project versus ours. That's all. I don't think it's going to be definitely as big as this wallet thing, but and I'm not too concerned, but I am going to keep my eye on those days.
Yeah, I think that's a good point in case people are holding on to our tokens. So then if, in case we do kind of get a little bit of shot after New Year's, they might sell to buy Wolfie. So just something to pay attention to.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's not as directly related, but it's a good date.
It's going to be both sides of the board, obviously. And having just talked to people that I've brought into the project, or people I see on the daily that are in the project together, they've all basically said that. They're like, well, I don't like the vesting schedule, so I'm going to hold off. And, it's running right now, so what should I do? I'm like, well, do whatever you feel, right? So I think we're going to get both. I don't know. The size of that wallet 6 million tokens, that's not very scary to think it's going to merger and dump off because the price is so cheap. Correct me if I'm wrong, though.
You're
I think we're going to get a little more.
And it shows that there's not a lot of migration interest. That's a pretty small amount.
I agree.
Go ahead.
I think people are it's such a small amount, and I think they're just gonna say, hey, I have X amount, $500, $1,000, $200 invested here, whatever. They're gonna sit here, and then the only thing that would make it jump is something that Dude Pizza Bro said. Say Wolfie just starts to run, and someone has $500 in here, and it's not moving. Just like I would, I'm going to dump it, and I'm going to go over that project. Not saying I'm going to do this on Legend, but your average investor, your newbie, whatever you want to call them, I think that's where it happens. I don't think we get beat up too bad, but I do think it'll be a small dip.
What this means is we need to make our chart go up during that Wolfie pre-sale so that people see that we're the better investment, right? You don't want to. If ours is sideways or down, that's when people are going to dump it. If ours is going up, then we're attracting new buyers who frankly don't know anything about Wolfie. That's what's going to make our chart go up.
Well, also that's not going to happen right away, right? The migration, like by the time the tokens go over and then they're doing the pre-sale, so I don't think we'll see that right away, correct?
Yeah,
but once
I think the launch is January 9th, right? So January, that's when the launch is of Wolfie, I think, because the pre-sale is the 3rd through the 6th.
Yeah, I'm saying let's not be afraid of that. Let's treat it like we need to show them that we're better. Let's get Legend rolling, after the 31st, like starting.
Yeah, let's
New
stay
Year's
focused.
Day.
Right, stay focused
on
on
New
the
Year's
target.
Day. We should get Legend going, and
I like that.
Yeah, we bring in new people, and we just separate ourselves because we don't need to be tied to that anymore.
Correct.
You guys, one thing I just want to let you guys know that the same spaces that we go on are probably going to be the same spaces that Wolfie goes on as well. So like the Kid and Waltz, they'll probably recognize T-Catcher's voice when it's
I don't know if that's true.
No,
No, I doubt it.
The connect is there. It could be though.
No, I think the dev over there has a completely different network, completely different playbook. You know, and that dev had nothing and never will have anything to do with Legend. And he's, you know, Tukesh is an influential guy, and he's going to have a lot of influence, obviously, and pull over there. But it's a different strategy. You know, the dev over there is the one pulling those strings, I would say.
Yeah, even if we're on the same show, I mean, we're not going to be on at the same time. So it's still.
I think it would actually be good if we were on the same show. People like drama, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's the thing.
I'm not worried about it. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to drop, but hey, really great to be talking to you. I love this kind of strategy mode we're in now. You know, so we get everything aligned for 3 days, and then we launch this thing.
All right, Brian.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Good stuff. What's up, Rambler?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
I'm probably already on his third
morning.
cup of coffee.
I have a feeling you're double fisted with coffee.
Yeah, for sure. Minimum 3.
We've got the triple X Stanley for coffee.
He's got double fisted and one between his legs.
those helmets with the 2 straws, the cans on the side. That's the coffee.
Yeah, that's what I got. Loving listening in, guys. I'm running around with the kids, so kind of busy at the moment, but I just wanted to jump on and say hi and listen in. I'm super pumped that this thing's still going.
Nice.
Thanks, bro.
Awesome, man. Great.
I'm in.
Nice. Good stuff. What's up, Odysseus?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
Great.
Oh, man, how are you guys?
Good, man. Good. 19-year-old passionate about making money. Is this your first project?
No, I've been working with a lot of projects recently. And I've been part in some projects as well.
Really?
I've been
I've
been part of Niji since day one. I've been helping projects like Auto, Von Speed. Right now, I'm just focusing on launching my own project with another friend. I mean, my friend actually is gonna launch it, but we are actually helping. I'm actually helping him in finding the people to join it. I will actually get him on board, but he's really focused on this project. I'm gonna be on a voice call with him later on. I mean, if he's down to join, he'll definitely help as well. But
that's nice. Where are you from, Odysseus?
I'm from Greece.
Etsy, bravo.
Oh, yeah.
Se κατάλαβα.
You are Greek?
Yeah, 100% Έλληνας.
Ωραία, φίλε. That's nice, honestly.
Greek prince.
Και ο άλλος ο Φούτζι είναι Έλληνας. Από πού είσαι?
Από Αθήνα.
Ωραία. Και εμείς φέτος είχαμε πάει στην Αθήνα, είχαμε πάει στα Σαντορίνη, είχαμε πάει Κρήτη, παντού.
Απίστευτο. Φίλε, να σου πω την αλήθεια, δεν το περίμενα κάποιον να βρω κάποιον να πέρα, είναι η αλήθεια. Δεν έχω πετύχει κάποιον.
How did you find Legend? Έλα.
Honestly, I've heard about Legends in Baby. I've seen TCAS posting about his launch, his pre-sale. Yeah. I wasn't actually on the pre-sale. Neither did I buy on launch. I was expecting it. I was waiting for it to be on Pump Fund, but I missed it completely because it bonded in 1 second.
Right.
But to be honest with you, the last 2 days, I'm really mad about the things that TCAS and Atem handled about the coins, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there is no good community, maybe. You can see that Atem was missing for 5 months and the community was really mad about it. But Legends is like a brand new project. A lot of people here are working. I've spoken with a lot of people here, like guys, like Dude Pizza. Right now, I just found you Greek, so that's good.
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, I just found it out. I ate the bag yesterday.
Good.
But to be honest with you, bro, I just really wanted. The thing about that's interesting to me is like there's gonna be even more hype the coming days, because I honestly believe that a lot of people are mad right now about the whole situation. I don't think a lot of people are happy that they. I mean, first of all, the migration stuff is really like messed up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your 20% in like 2 weeks. This is for new investors and for new people to know that's a really big red flag, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree on that, but
no, I think everybody agrees with you on that. The vesting schedule is not very attractive at all.
But yeah, I mean, 20% like in 2 weeks, and after that, like another 20% in the 10 million, 20% in 30 million. I don't even know. That's not attractive to baby and legend holders. That's why we saw huge flooding on both sets. Nobody expected it.
Correct. Right. Correct.
I mean, I saw a little drop in price in Legends too, but I thought like, okay, Dick Ass is here. He's gonna do something. I didn't really know any of you guys. Honestly, I'm gonna be very honest on that. And I was watching like Baby. I had like a bunch of coins in Baby, a couple $billion, and not $billion, billion tokens. Sorry, but I saw like an attempt update, and I was waiting for the new core team that he talked about, and I just hopped back like accidentally because he announced it like 3 or 4 hours before he was supposed to announce it, and I was like, bro, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like. TKS and a team collab together again. I mean,
Yeah. A lot of people are disappointed, but it is what it is. I mean, we are where we are right now. So
yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of chats here. You know what I'm saying? We are building something. I'm trying to help my way. If I can bring my friend here, these tour guys, that is gonna be something big because he has some good German investors in it. But we'll see, guys. It's just the start, and like I told you guys, I think more hype is gonna come with it. I think a lot of people will soon realize that it's not gonna be a sweet ride with Woofy. It's not gonna be that. I don't believe in that. But yeah.
Are you based in Greece, Odysseus? Are you there right now?
Oh yeah, I'm there right now. I'm living in Greece.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's a bunch of hard workers in here.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Me too, bro. You are the first Greek that actually I accidentally like came across in like a voice call.
Really?
I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, same here. Φίλε, χάρηκα πάρα πολύ,
Κι εγώ, φίλε.
Θα τα πούμε. To the moon, baby. To the Fegari. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks, Odysseus. I mean, it's a bunch of hard workers in here. Whatever the deal is over there, it is what it is. But we're gonna work hard in here.
We're gonna do our best, bro, and people are gonna realize it soon.
100%.
What's up, Big Hitter? What's up, Crypto Ninja?
Yo. Morning, guys.
What's good, gents? Good morning.
How we feeling?
Bullish, baby. Bullish.
Great. I think everything's going to be well. We're going to come out of this. We're going to come out of this very strong.
Yeah, I was confused as fuck. Like yesterday, I woke up to all this shit, and I was just trying to be positive. And then today, I'm kind of understanding what's happening. It's like
I think it's taking people a few days.
So it's like, well, fuck me.
Yeah,
I'm staying on this side. I really don't fuck with the ATEM. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's like I haven't even talked to Cray or Cash in weeks, and it's just like, well, I guess this is where the picket lines are divided. So
no, I mean, if you have questions, put them in. Like, let's get through it. I mean, I definitely hear your side of there, but if it took me a little to get over this thing, and I had asking and answering questions in my head for a while. But if you let's hear it if you have questions. I mean, we're not going to bash anyone in here, but like, if something is unclear about the direction here versus how they affect us, like, we're happy to answer all that.
Oh, no. It's just I'm glad you guys are still pushing it. I guess the big question is, like, I know I'm here because Cray got, did that show with Cray, whatever. And then meeting you guys and all that stuff. I know you and Pizza are super close to T-Cash. Or are they just like, fuck it, for full-time Wolfie?
What did you say? Are they still around? I don't know if I'm cutting out.
Yeah, you keep cutting out.
Oh, I keep cutting out. Let me get closer to the Wi-Fi. Can you guys hear me now? It's like a Verizon commercial.
Yeah, it's better a little bit.
Yeah. No, so like, I know you guys are like best friends since growing up and stuff. You guys are super close with Cray and Cash. Are they still like have a bag in this? Are they still gonna do anything, or are they just full-time Wolfie?
They're full-time Wolfie and they don't have a bag.
Full-time Wolfie.
I spoke with T-Cash at length last night.
Okay.
He is not my enemy. And I'm gonna do him some justice at some point in here. I know it might not be a popular topic. His decision hurt, and it hurt a lot of people.
Absolutely.
But I mean, but after he made that decision, he did do some things to help set us up. Not that I don't want to say him. I don't want to get him wrong in here. I need to understand a lot of that. The way he took the migration, even though it's a shitty deal, and people are not going to, whatever. It's a shitty deal, and everything. The way he kind of is going about it is good for Legend. Let's just put it that way. And I'm going to summarize all this, but I know that he's out of Legend. He's full Wolfie. He is receiving migration tokens and selling them as he gets them. He's not ballooning some wallet to dump. And he does not have a bag. I don't know.
I was checking
I should say he does not have anything left over. I have no idea if he bought something on the open market. I have no clue. But if that's the case, that would be no different than anyone else buying something. But
no, checking the scanners, like all the pre-sales out. I hate to say it, but this thing has more of a chance to fucking moon now.
Oh, 100%.
The reason being, a lot of the back whales, like, dude, you don't understand how much fucking work I put in this shit. A lot of the back whales wouldn't touch it because we need to do like retoken distribution shit. I couldn't get on the phones with them because the whole Jeff's shit. So it's like, now people are actually talking about like, dude, this looks more viable as like a true CTO now.
Oh yeah.
So
we hit rock bottom.
There's more rumbles in the back rooms talking about Legend now than there was fucking weeks ago, dude. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, no, seriously, that's what I'm trying to do, and that's why, like, I was messaging Pizza yesterday. I'm like, yo, unban me. Like, I got so many friends and family and this shit. Like, I didn't know what the fuck's going on, you know. So I woke up this morning. Yeah, and I woke up this morning. I'm like, all right, sick. So these guys know I'm not Jeff, and because I still have. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even Jeff was bullish as fuck. Once he saw all like the pre-sale and the team tokens were all gone, like, just now on the blockchain, people look at this project like, okay, we can get into it. It just looked super unpalatable because everybody saw that there's like 50-60% of the supply owned by somebody, something, right? And now, since it like fucking bottomed and you guys pushed it, like, I woke up and I was surprised the market cap was where it's at. Now it's like, fuck, dude, this looks a lot more tempting to people. People are actually saying, oh shit,
Ninja,
now is CTO.
We dropped to like 22,000 yesterday, hit 200K, and I think right now we're at about 115 or whatnot.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
It's amazing, dude. Yeah. I mean,
Pizza, I love you, but I hate you at the same time. I wish you didn't ban me because I got super mad, right? I'm like, all right, fuck this. I'm just going to disconnect and help my poor kids.
No, let's just clear that up. Let's clear that up.
Yeah, no. But it's like, dude, what I saw that and I'm like, yo, these guys are still pushing. Like that gave me a lot of respect because like I trusted this whole process and I didn't fucking cash out a dime, dude. I didn't touch my allocation, right? And
there wasn't nothing
coming
to do
back
with
to it, it's like, fuck, I just put myself $7K in debt. And I looked at my wallet 2 weeks ago, it was at $20K. So like we're all in the situation, but to see that you guys are still pushing, mad respect, bro, because there was a lot of talk like this thing was going to be around for a while. And now that you guys are taking over and stepping up, I see that it will be around. And even though the marketing wallet might not be $250,000, fuck it, dude. There's going to be whales and people that come in that did the same thing with Retire. Like fucking Shadow paid for like over 100 SOL worth of shit, right?
Every project doesn't need a $250,000 marketing budget to go hard. But just so you know, just so you know, like the mod thing, we were talking about this earlier. Like last time around, there was like 30, 40 mods, and it looked really cool. It was community and everything, but it was not active, and it wasn't really. It was a large chat of mods, but it wasn't really.
No, it was.
Since we cleaned.
I agree with you.
I just deleted it. Yeah, it just deleted it, and
there's too many people that you just like. I didn't trust half of those motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And then people were in there just for alpha, and who knows what they were doing. So we just cleaned it up. It deleted it. I didn't kick those people out of. I think I just deleted it, and now I wanted to just see who was still left. You know, like we don't even know who's here. So
and I don't think
and want to be mods, then we'll do that. And then as far as the chat part, that was me, and the Jeff thing was still lingering, and I was in who do we trust mode, and now that you're here, I appreciate it. So I hope you just understand that situation sucked, and that.
Oh yeah, dude. No, totally. Yeah, no, I know, absolutely. It's just shitty, man.
I did it for Cray.
No, I understand. It seems like Cray and Cash are just taking them two over to Wolfie and leaving the whole mod team behind.
That's one way to put it, but they're the only ones going to Wolfie yet.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Cray and Cash. Well, I mean.
Yeah. I know you, bro. I mean, I know you guys are homies, and I'm not going to say anything disrespectful, but this is a blockchain, man. Like, they lost a lot of pull and credit by doing that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting to see if, like, how this all plays out, but it is what it is. I mean, the fucking torch has been lit. Respect for you, Pizza Boy, and Pete Billa, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Like the last couple weeks with all that Jeff bullshit, I was getting frustrated because there was a lot of stuff we were doing on the back end that we couldn't tell you guys because we didn't trust all the people in the room. Every time we kept fucking putting alpha in there was dumps. Yeah, and so Jeff already sold 0.4% of his shit, so it wasn't him, right? And so it came to a point where you're right. You found the root cause of it. There's too many people in that legendary council shit that really didn't have the benefit of T-Cash or the project.
All that deleted.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I can touch on what you said, Ninja, like, T-Cash is my boy personally, but you mentioned the mods staying behind. I think that's super fucking bullish. Obviously, the mods could do whatever they want. People could go wherever they want. They could join any project. It just shows you how much faith and belief people have in Legend and how it resonates, how people relate to it. We weren't ready to let it die, man. I mean, this is a great fucking ticker, great community, great project. I'm
glad to hear that.
We're going to work it.
Yeah, and I understand, like, Jeff's my boy, but, like, when he was falling through for those weeks, I chewed his ass out, and in the 5 years I've known him, we've never talked like that, right? And there comes a certain line between when there's friendship and business, and so, like, I respect where you're coming from, and it's a hard position that we're both in, right?
Yeah,
it's
just
like,
so people know here, I mean, there's probably people that don't know, let's just clear it up. Jeff was someone that in the last version, we don't need to get too deep. I actually don't know all the details, but we gave him some supply to help us get connected with some influencers and buyers, and he dumped it. He stayed on to try and help, but he dumped it. Not at a great time for us. So
horrible time. I agree with that guy.
Yeah, can I ask you a few questions about that?
Yeah, but it's honestly, we're not going to get too far into it because it's similar to the TCAT situation. But
I don't care about the people at all, honestly. I'm kind of an outsider on this whole thing. But so I just want to ask about the wallets. That was a wallet that was DCing out through multiple wallets, right?
No, Jeff had a 0.5%.
So Jeff,
he sold like 0.4, like when we hit 3 million, and it caused a lot of like, I'd say like just ripples on the back end, and you know, he did connect the team with a lot of shit, whether the team says it or not. He has been putting a lot of words in the back rooms, and what the back rooms were saying is the wallet distribution is shit, which it was. There's 50 or 60% of the pre-sailers and all. It's just a lot of combined stuff from V1 and V2, and it wasn't necessarily all the team having the supply, but it was kind of really kind of a bowl of spaghetti trying to explain it to people.
Something looked funky. And
something
looked funky, and I think it was holding us back a little bit. And because Tcash realized it, and he realized it quickly and contributed to that. So now we cleaned house. Now we hit rock bottom. Now it's all cleared out. Now there's nothing to point to. Go ahead, Big.
The Jeff thing makes sense to me, but I want to know about the wallets that were like continuously rotating out. Like, and not about the people. I don't care about the people, but that was happening since about like
where.
So the blockchain's immutable, and people can say whatever they want to say, but I know what the blockchain says, and we're not going to talk about it on this VC because of the respect of the relationships that people have. Like, you know, I'm mad as fuck as Jeff, but if somebody talks shit about Jeff, I'm going to get mad at you. Just like we're mad as shit as Tcash, but we're not going to talk bad about Tcash or anybody on the team because P-Billa and Pizza Boy, right? All out of respect. There's a lot of wallets in the pre-sale and the V1, V2 transfer that is seen and read on the blockchain that people understand that really can read it. And there was a huge chunk of supply, like over 30 or 40% that was DCing out. And we see it. If you can fucking just look on Dex Screener, it'll tell you when you look at top traders. When you look at the P&L, it'll show you the amount of people, you know, the
You're talking about DCAs during the migration. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what
DCAs. No. So
no, he's saying like when we went from 3 million to 1.5 to 1.5 to like 200K.
Yeah, but the thing about that, what I'm asking about is that they were all DCing out through the Jupiter account. So you had to double back to even see what wallets were DCing out. But that I don't care. I don't know. I'm not an insider. I wasn't on the Legends Council. I'm just trying to figure out what happened so we can like get to a base here. But like since 3 million, like there were insiders like slowly DCing out of the project, right?
Yeah, I saw that too. And me being in the Legendary Council, there was no talk about any of this.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if that.
Yeah, that's why I was pissed because I was like looking at a hefty wallet from recovery of me getting drained 6 figures about a month and a half ago, and you know, coming back after Christmas, I'm looking at $1,000 or less, right? And it was like, what the fuck? And so that's where this kind of. I guess
I don't think any of that. I mean, I can be corrected, but any of those DCAs or large sales when we were like before the migration news, even like a day before, I don't think I personally, in my opinion, don't think was anything going on there. Obviously, when migration news came out, there was a house clearing, there was people dumping, there was probably DCAs, there was the migration wallets that was getting sold off. So yeah, that was a house clearing. The people who had control of that are no longer here. But they cleared house. I don't, how they did it.
Yeah.
Actually, I know that some of the things they did were actually pretty honorable. I had those conversations already. But like, they're not here. I mean,
it's a game of musical chairs. They made money and we didn't, and we're still here trying to push our bags. That's really what it comes down to, because that's what crypto is. And they sold first, and they had a large percent of supply, and it was insider because I was in all the back rooms with these guys, and there was no wind of anything. I mean, I'm be honest with you. That's why you kind of hear the passion in my voice. It's like, what the fuck, right? But at the same time, like, mad respect respect that P-Billa and fucking Pizza Boy's still here. Because it's from 20K to like 200K. Like that's fucking impressive. You know, it shows that what the fuck happened doesn't matter, and really that's what's going to drive more people to get into this shit. And it's good that Cray and T-Cash don't have any affiliation, because right now they don't have a good name in the space. Nothing by my fucking doing. I lost like 50 followers from trying to back y'all yesterday when I didn't even know what the hell happened.
What you said, but that we're here, we're now, however it happened, the house is cleared. Whether it was cleared in the right way or whether it was cleared in some other way, I have no idea, but the house is cleared. And it's everything that might look off or anything that might have happened in the past or anything T-Cash did, it's cleared. Like, you can go look. I'm no blockchain slew, but like, you can go look and it's cleared.
Okay, just a second. I can confirm that seems to be true. And now I'm looking at the projects more, and the thing that, and I'm an outsider, so like this is great because like I'm pretty unbiased. I don't know any of the relationships that anybody has in this whole entire project, or because it seems like there's just a bunch of people that knew each other that were in it that like didn't really buy into the idea but bought into each other, and then they all stopped buying into each other. But now when you look at the project, my main concern is that like 20% of the supply is with like 10 or 15 wallets.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so it's like if you look at the wallets on the chain, like 20% of the supply is with like, there's like, you can look at the top holders.
So
like,
you're saying wallets have like 1 to 2%?
Yeah, wallets have like 3%.
Dude, I mean, that you could have got yesterday. You could have got 1% like for a soul.
Yeah, I think a lot of people scooped on the bottom, but it used to be more, big hitter.
No, Pizza.
Right. Pizza call you hitter. It used to be more though. That's what used to be scary. There was a huge percentage. Like I'm talking fucking 50%.
That's
supply.
At this point, like if 1 or 2% of someone, if a 1 or 2% bag is scaring anyone, like it's going to be a very bumpy ride for you.
No,
like you could literally have gotten like a couple grand would have got you like a shitload yesterday.
Yes, for sure.
This is the thing about being on the outside a little bit, Pizza Bro. I'm just clarifying that like, so before it sounds like a lot of people had a lot split into different wallets, but now like what I'm trying to ask is that 2%, 3% isn't as scary because it's not like split in between all these wallets. But as an outsider coming in, that's what you look at. You look at the top.
Yeah, I don't know. I could say it's almost scarier. Like I don't, like this is all speculation. Like when it was all a mess and there was not team people, but like there was insiders, I guess, and everyone like sort of knew each other and everyone was just holding. At least you knew, like you had an idea of who had those wallets. Now all those 2% wallets. Now we have no idea, which is fine. This is crypto, right? All those 2% wallets were bought. I mean, I shouldn't say, I have no idea, but like you could have got a lot of stuff yesterday, a lot of legend yesterday for cheap, and now people did, and I don't want to say it's scarier, but it's going to be bumpy. Like those people are going to be at a 10x at 400K, like, which is cool. And then we're going to see some dumps, and those people are going to make money, not dumps. We're going to see some stuff, and those people are going to make money, and we might dip, and we might go up from there and get people buying up. And that's crypto, right? That's what a normal chart will look like. Before, when we knew who had these, I don't know the people, but like I know that a community of people who knew each other were mostly these people with the larger wallets. So you knew on our chart it looked funky because like, why is no one selling? Well, no one's selling because we're all, we weren't often, but like because they're all connected somehow, and it was through T-Cash. So like, if all these people with these big wallets are like people T-Cash knows, that's why it looked funky. That's why no one was selling. But now all these wallets are people who scooped yesterday. So it's going to be a ride. And I think that's going to be great for us. We're going to get real volume. We're going to have a normal crypto chart. We're going to make money. We're going to lose money. Some people are going to make, some people are going to lose, but we're going to go natural. We clean house, and this is going to be a normal crypto chart.
There won't be
a lot better.
Yes, there won't be any. And I'm not an insider. I'm not an outside. I'm like in betweener. I don't even know if that's a term or not.
It's creepy.
That's right. Not, so, I don't know if I like
creepy.
That
term. I'm a trans in. No, never mind. It's like I'm an outsider, but like it feels like, and I've become obviously more involved since the last 48, whatever 60 hours it's been. I don't even know. I feel like I've been on here the last 30 hours consecutively, but it feels like all the stuff that was hidden. There's none of that stuff anymore, right? So now it's like a legit thing, kind of like it should be less scary. Like all the fears you had maybe about the project before and that came to fruition, they're kind of gone now, right? So now it's like this thing. And what Ninja was saying, like I was mentioning earlier before you came on, Ninja, I said, we made it to 3.5 mil or whatever. We went back down, all the way down, and now we're back up a little bit. And it's almost like people will want to get involved in it now, and especially if they kind of give it a shot, and if we can, we get more people involved. Now it's like, hey, this is something I'm in. It's not like I'm with a huge group of people and I'm a conglomerate telling you to buy individually. Right. Like I'm in individually as well. So now like it'll be more comfortable for people that maybe want to take a less risky or want to take more risks. So I think it's great. I think all the stuff that people didn't know, and now they're learning, and now it's like, hey, maybe we don't have to worry about it so much.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's going to be a natural bumpy crypto ride, I think, and I hope.
For sure.
I mean, we're gonna run this thing, and people are going to make money, and people are going to sell, and then other people are going to get in, and they'll make money and stuff, and it's just going to be a natural, beautiful thing.
All those things that we said in old, or that T-Cash would say in the old chats about a multi-cycle ticker, and like this is all normal. Like now it's like for real, because there's no hidden things, there's no backdoor deals, there's no whatever. I don't know if there were before, but whatever happened, like it's now it's not like you shouldn't have a doubt, or you shouldn't have like question like, oh, are these guys for real? This is it, man. Like we were at the bare bottom and we were still here, and we're gonna try to push it because we believe in the project, and we want, like everybody else in this space, we want to make money, but we're gonna work our balls off, not screw people over to make money. And I'm not saying anybody screw people over.
I don't think that the multi-cycle ticker is a pitch. I truly believe. I mean, nobody could disagree with the fact that Legend is a badass ticker.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. I agree. Like, I believe that. I fucking believe that when we were saying it before I knew any of the stuff that we found out in the last 36 hours. I believe that. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is gonna be it. Look at all these charts, and now, like all that, the mess that happened. Now it's like, okay, let's do it for real now. No bullshit. No one to blame other than ourselves if it doesn't go through.
And those were chains. Those were chains that we broke through.
No, go ahead. I was just going to ask, Molly, you weren't connected with like the Legend Council or any of the like sort of inside stuff before?
No. So I'll tell you how I got connected. I came in. I'll tell you, I was at a birthday party on like 20 hours after launch, and at a kid's birthday party.
B2 though, right?
Maybe 2. Yeah. And I was like the day after Thanksgiving or some shit. I don't know, something like that. And I'm sitting there and like we're bullshitting. There's a couple of guys I know, and like I've been into crypto for a while, but I've never been into meme coins. I was in XRP early. I was in Cardano early, and some other things, and like just making money here. Nothing crazy in terms. I made a huge mistake with XRP, like in 2016 when it was like trading under a cent, and I had heard chirps about it. And I was too big of a pussy to pull the trigger on it. And I ended up getting into it a little later, which is fine, but I could have made some serious fucking money. So, but I didn't. So I'm at this birthday party and like, I'm hearing similar kind of chirps, a couple of guys that I know talking about it, nothing official. And then I found out like Dude Pizza Bro was involved in it. So I know him, but I don't know him in any, like, I know him because we're neighbors or we live near each other, and not like no business contact, nothing like that. So then I reached out to him and he's like, oh yeah, you heard about it? I'm like, I just heard about it. Let me know. We talked a little bit about it. And I got like, and I'm a big, like I'm a big feel guy. I feel things, you know, and I felt it. So I'm like, fuck it. This is one I don't want to miss out on. And I listened to him. We talked a bit. I trust him. He's a good dude. And as he's proven throughout this whole thing, especially the last 2 days, he's proven what a really good dude he is.
Thank you.
And it's like I'm getting in on this. I want this. I'm a passionate guy. I don't know if that comes through when I speak, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking do this. And then I got into it, and then made some money, and then all of a sudden, like my feels like once we hit 3.5 million, I'm like, this is awesome, blah blah blah. And then it started kind of dripping, and my insides were telling me, okay, I don't know. It keeps dripping, this and that, and then I don't know. And then all of a sudden, all this kind of just tsunamied everywhere the last 2 days, and I was in contact with Dude Pizza Bro still, and he's just like, I think I want to keep going, and I'm like, fuck yeah, man, whatever you need, I'm here. I'm here. I'm a quick learner, and I'll try to bring maybe a different perspective to what the usual space is. But yeah, man, I'm not an insider. I became an investor, or I became involved in this because it really spoke to me. I love the ticker, and the thing is, I'm so glad we moved away from Leo too. I think that was a great fucking pivot because we spoke about it yesterday too, but the guy's a scammer. That's how he got his money. So this whole idea, I was like, we need to make the change. So even though all those things, there were so many good things about it, there were definitely some things that I didn't feel great about. But now I think we're in a great space where all those things that people maybe aren't so certain about can put those things to bed, because there's no concern. Now we're here to run it how it's supposed to be run. We're all in on our own kind of way. There's no huge merged wallet or whatever, or hidden wallets or whatever you're looking for. It's like you're in for what you're in, and it's like the American dream, right? The purpose of the American dream is the harder you work, the more you're supposed to make. So that's where we're at, and that's what we want everyone to feel, and we want them to join this group and fucking get after it. And if you got special skills or special contacts, even fucking better, and contribute how you can, because this community, when it really gets going and when the buys start coming in, is when people are active on the chat and really getting after it, and you start rolling. It's addicting, and almost like you feel like you got to get into it as much as the next guy, and that's how it gets better.
Good shit, Molly. Awesome. Good shit. Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, Molly J is one of the talented guys that has been spitting out memes and gifs nonstop. Yeah. So respect to him for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that American dream thing too, because like equal opportunity. If you think anything is going on, we literally sat below 50K, for hours, and everybody in the world had an opportunity to scoop a lot of legends. So if there was anything going on, I don't think we would have touched those levels. I think if something was going on behind the scenes, that wouldn't happen. It's a free for all now.
Hey, what's up, AJ? What's up, Ada?
Yeah, AJ, what's going on, man? You've been around. You don't have to talk if you can't, but
no, it's cool, man. Sorry, I'm a marketer, so I have a lot of stuff going on. So I was in a meeting, but I'm just listening in, and it's weird, man, because I was watching as Baby was pumping when Adam basically said, "Hey, everybody, watch out for an update." I started watching Legend get smaller, so I was concerned that stuff was being moved over there. But that's the past. I think that's over. I'm just looking for an actual community that wants to build things organically. Yeah. Kind of like when I got involved with Kendu Inu. Back when it was 20 million market cap. I think it's 270 million right now. But from what I'm hearing, you guys are actually serious about this. So that's.
Are you behind Kendu Inu?
Dead serious.
Sorry to disturb.
What'd you say,
What's that?
I said, like, you behind Ken Duinu, you work with him?
I worked with a little bit of them, like, on the side, but not, like, serious. I just had some investments with them, and I helped with a few things, but not much.
Great.
Yeah, no, we're dead serious. Just to tell that story again, I'm not trying to claim that I was like that I built Legend by any means, but like I did do like the website and the branding and the identity, I guess. Like it was a group that came up with the word Legend, but when I started like designing it and putting some just graphics to it, I really connected with it. Like I feel like I created an identity to this thing, even though there's a couple of identities, right? There's the identity that we have as a community. There's the people in here that are working like dogs. Like that's the main identity. But at the same time, there's a brand that they're associating themselves with. And when I was branding the thing, I was really connected to it. So when when T-Cash left and he was, gave us that shot, that sting, I didn't, like, I thought about it, but it was like, I don't know what this entails really. I don't know what this means, but I want it. Like, if you're leaving, I want it. Like,
you just knew it, bro. You just
send
knew
it to
it.
me.
You knew it.
I just knew it. I was
you
just
knew
like,
it, just like I knew it, just like I felt it. You felt it in your bones.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but you're not taking this. Like and it wasn't like we were fighting. It was just like, you gotta do what you gotta do, but I want Legend. Like, I need it. Like I want to keep it. This is something that we associate with now, and I associate with it. And plus, I had a lot of the assets in terms of branding materials, so I want it. So obviously, he gave it to me, and that's all that happened. Like I felt really connected to it. I'm not ready for it to go anywhere. I don't want it to go anywhere. I don't want it to die. It's gonna go forever, and that's what we're gonna do.
It's one of your great ones, dude.
And that's
one of
your
your great ones.
And that just makes me, like, because of that story, yes, I have the password or whatever, the ownership of the Telegram. But this is a community takeover. Like I have a password. That's the only thing that differentiates, and I have access to a Twitter account, right? But that's the only thing that differentiates me from anyone in this community. And that does not like, I want to be a leader, and I'm going to step up whatever I'm needed, and we're going to put a voice to this thing, and I'm not backing down from that. But like, you guys too. I mean, step up. We need you. We need a community behind this thing. I'm not a dev. I just have passwords. So I don't know. Does that make sense or not? But
yeah, you're a true legend.
Touch base on that.
That's what a true legend
touch base
is.
On that, you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, touch base on it, Fuji.
So I know at Dude Pizza Bro, I know Epi Bila on a personal level, and we're boys. And
he's Greek.
When all Odysseus, yeah, I'm Greek as well, even though my name is Fuji. So it's kind of impossible to figure that out, a Chinese Greek. But anyways, that's a whole different story. So while this was going down, somebody was in my head. It was like at Dude Pizza Bro was in my head, because I'm like, if nobody steps up, I'm not letting this die. And then I'm going to give a shout out to Molly J, and he's not in here, but I don't remember his name. At Dude Pizza Bro. Anyways, they were doing such good media content, and I was so involved at the beginning stages of helping set up Legend, doing anything. And I'm like, listen, I'm not a technical guy. I don't understand that. But I could throw some fire media out there. I got people. I'm great at keeping books. Anyways, we all had our own strengths. And as soon as he put that, he's like, hey, I want to take this over. I jumped at the opportunity. Pibila jumped at the opportunity. Right away, I was like, I want to be part of that. Not like, hey, who's going to lead it? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? It was like, dude, I want to be part of it. I'm in. And Pibila jumped at it right away, too. So, like, and they've been, super heavily involved in it. And whatever happened, dude, happened. Scratch it. It's done. It's gone. It's over. We're here now, and everything that everyone has talked about, I agree with it wholeheartedly. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. And, this is going to be a great project, I think. So I don't want to call it the team, but it's just a core group that's here that is – we're here to make it run, man.
Yeah, some voices. All right. No, thanks. Fuji's been killing it. Like, that was the other thing. Like all this work people did. Like, are you telling me that if you leave, that like everything Fuji's put in there, everything P-Bill's put in there, everything that Molly's put in, and these are not people that we ever told to do anything. I know Hurricane is another guy that did kind of. B McMoney made the legend meme generator. Like, and I don't know him. I met him in this community. Like, he actually did work for Legend on his own time, like real developer work. And it was like in my head, it's like, so you leaving might just erase all that. And I didn't really go too much further. So I was like, no, it's not going to happen. Just give it to me. And then we'll figure the rest out later. And then I got more bullish because like, and this is like, you know, I didn't even know many details at the time I made the decision, but like I got even more bullish because then I start hearing stuff about the Wolfie deal. And, you know, for whatever, however you want to say it, the deal sucks to migrate. So in my head, I'm like, I need to take it even more now. Like not only do I need to take it, I need to like open it up and like, you know, I wasn't sure if I was just going to own it and we'll sit on it and maybe when the time is right, we'll do something. But now I was like, no, it has to keep going now immediately. Cause like, if people are reading this deal correctly, it's a shitty deal. And
that deal
that's not where I'm going. But like, but the point of that is that's a shitty deal. And like Legend needs to be there for them so that they don't have to take that deal. Like if Legend wasn't there here, you know, you would take that deal because you would get something in return for a project that is dead, right? So obviously a vesting schedule and, you know, major dilution is better than zero, but I didn't like that, right? So I needed a place for Legend people to land, I guess. And I was like, wow, we have to. Like there has to be something for people that don't want to take a shitty deal.
I compare our current situation to like my real life job is in sports, and like I compare, we have this great infrastructure. Like we have a stadium, we have a fan base. You know, maybe it's gone down a bit, but still strong. We have a great infrastructure, and we had things that were promised maybe. And if you're a soccer person, this happens a lot in soccer and all over the world, where like people promise and then they may and whatever happens, it happens, and the GMs or the managers or the presidents, they leave, right? And then you still have this great infrastructure, and we really get this opportunity to build our ticker, but with an already established infrastructure, if that makes sense. Like we don't have to build a stadium. We don't have to build a stadium. We don't have to go to find a city to go play and find fans. We have them, right? And now it's it's on us.
Would barely even call them fans. I'm wondering if it's the players.
Supporters. Players. Yeah, players.
So like
we have
bigger, like the people. I'm sorry to cut off your analogy there, but go ahead.
No. Yeah, no. Like we have the players. We need to put in the right coach, the right GM, the guy that's gonna it's gonna steer our ship. And I know, like you said, we're CTO. There's no real, but even and like Pizza Bro was saying, we need we step up to lead. We don't ask to, we just we don't need to be asked. We come in and we do what needs to be done. And if you look at, for Americans here, like the NFL, you have the Packers, right? We hate them from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I hate the Packers, obviously, but they're owned by the people of Green Bay, as far as I understand. But they have a person in charge who is like the steward or the custodian of the team, and they kind of help organize things while the owners of the CTO that they have input, and if they don't like the way things are going, they make changes. So that's kind of how we are, and we have this great opportunity, this great infrastructure to take what's been already made, and now we've seen, all the stuff that was done, or the stuff that was not done behind the scenes is now gone. And we still have this great opportunity to take this starting basis and really go from there and show people that, hey, we've gotten up this high before. Now we're low, obviously, but we're not dead. We bounced back, and we bounced back pretty good. And now it's just, let's sustain that and let's keep going.
Yeah, I love that sports analogy. I think, to even use another one, like the infrastructure, the stadium, it's all in place. And I think that to even call the community the players, because like the players are the ones that win the game. The coach is part of the team, the GM or like the coaching staff is part of the team, and they're chirping. But the players got to win the game. The community, the people in here are the players, and you guys, we got to go out and win the game. Like we have to perform, we have to win, we have to make moves and execute on the field. Like the players are the ones that win the game. There's some coaches that maybe have a voice, but they're not the owners. They're part of the team too. They're trying to win the same game. They're just not on the field. I love these sports analogies.
Like the sports analogy too.
Yeah.
So right now we're in a process. Sorry about my screaming baby in the background here. We're in the process of like scouting, and we need to scout strong players in Solana chain. That's how CTOs work, guys. I've done so many CTOs in Solana. And so there's a couple of you guys in here. And you guys know I'm preaching the right choir. We just need to get the right players in, let them, like Pete Sport said, the players are the ones that are going to take us across the finish line. And since this is CTO, I'm going to make some recommendations. Are you guys going to throw shit at me? I'm sorry. But these are strong recommendations to make sure that this will be successful. First, cut all ties, affiliations with anything with Wolfie.
They're cut. There's no affiliation. There's nothing left to cut.
Secondly, you do have to explain to the community and make a post about something that the clarity of there's zero affiliation, that like letting them know this is a true CTO, that team is fucking gone. Not naming names because there's like personal relationships that y'all don't want to taint.
No, it's part of the story. You can name names. I mean, we're just going to stop
make it clear to the community.
But name names.
Yeah, well, make it clear to the community, like, and I wouldn't even say like half the team's here. Just fucking say the team's gone, and this is the new CTO team, and that's gonna just cut everything in the past, erase it, and then everybody's just gonna move forward with this new vision you guys are talking about. Because the new vision y'all are talking about is fire as hell. Like, if I was a new investor, not even knowing anything, I'd be fucking aping him, just coming as VC. To gain some of these existing whales that we had in, this is where I'm trying to make the story cut and clear. Like, hey, it wasn't Pizza Go P Billa. Like, people know, like, what Fake Hitter was saying earlier. My wife's up taking care of the baby too, by the way. I'm not ignoring him. Yeah, you guys probably, what the fuck is Ninja doing talking to us?
I'm going to take care of that, yeah.
But, to get some of these existing holders back that did hold the floor, we all know like fucking 40 or 50% was held by certain people. Okay. We don't need to fucking say any more stories. Like, the blockchain's immutable. Certain people that can read it can see what was going on. That's all gone and disappeared now. People need to know that affiliation's like completely shut off. The less y'all talk about how you guys are like best friends with T-Cash in real life too, that will super help the longevity of the project. Because what concerns I had, that why I had to come to this voice chat to clear up, like, I had that concern, like, well, fuck, this is just a ploy. They're just going to scam us even fucking harder. They're probably holding like fucking 20 wallets with 0.3% in it, still holding the ground floor of supply, right? And I'm thinking, well, these guys are best friends. They fucking go to the gym together. They eat pizza together. To clear that up, like how you guys explained to me, instead of having to repeat that in every AMA and every voice chat, a pin message of everything you guys were talking about to fucking sum it up into a cliff note, pin that shit. We'll make a post. We raid the shit out of that post so people understand, like, this is a fresh start. Like, the house got burned down. We're fucking clearing out the grounds, reconstructing the foundation, and rebuilding from the ground up. I think that would help a lot, because there is, like, I had to clear up with a lot of the people in the back rooms. Like, there's zero affiliation between Retire Legend and Wolfie, because there's posts going out yesterday that I had to personally message these guys to remove them off X, from, the actions of what T-Cash wanted to do. And, all power to him. He's got 5 kids. He's probably got an expensive mortgage. He's got to do what he's got to do. But eventually what that did is put us in this correlation of like, well, the same team is behind Retire, same team's behind Legend, now same team's behind Wolfie. So like yesterday I was fucking putting out a lot of fires in the back end trying to clear my name up too, because they're like, well, you're part of the scam team too, Ninja. And it's like, what the no, like we're all investors. We all had this vision, and we knew the team had a marketing wallet. What decisions were made is nobody's fault in this room, and people know that in the blockchain. But the clarity of that, I think, will help the future of Legend in the short and long term tremendously. And
well put.
It'll cancel out that cross confusion of like, well, what the F? Like, everybody knows A-Time's gonna fucking snipe 70% of the supply, guys. I mean, if you don't know, that's what the fuck A-Time does. Okay? I've been around long enough. I've seen all these devs work. I know how they work. It's just you gotta sell before them. But if like Big Hitter said, and if you're not in the back room and they're not, okay, we're doing this coordinated sell-off. If you don't know that intel, it's like you just get screwed. And so a lot of people do have that fear, and I think it'd be a good way to get that message out however y'all want to do it. It's just an idea. You can say, go fuck yourself, right. Ninja. But I think this will super help, especially like
you're right. It's a lot about messaging. Crypto is a lot about messaging and communications. You're right. A good clear post would go a long way. And then not only to tell the story, but just remind everyone that we hit the bare bottom. So, it was a free for all for everyone. There was nothing at play here. If you didn't, everybody had the same opportunity. We cleared house. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Let's do it nice. I'll definitely do that. Let's clear the air with a piece of content that can be referred to several times over and pinned and tweeted and whatever and rated, and we'll do that.
And dude, Pittsburgh, about what you said earlier, you're right about the design of the website and the sort of ticker and all the marketing materials that I put together. Like, I just don't think even you guys understand what this could turn into. I mean, I'm just on the outside, but it's a really good idea. I think that sometimes memes are hard because the ones that are flashy and flashes in the pan, they skyrocket right away. Okay, so that's nice, but a lot of the conviction plays are the ones where you just get the idea and slowly people start coming in that actually really believe in the idea. And that for me, when I was looking at this project at first, it was more just it feels good, like Molly said. It feels good, it looks good, and the design of it is really nice too. It's got a website, it's got a YouTube channel, it's got a TikTok, it's got all the necessary components. The liquidity was good. I mean, I don't think we're in that bad of a spot, honestly. And I didn't know about all this stuff in the background, and I honestly don't care. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, 10 years down the road, if Legend is if $Legend is the premier Legend ticker on the Solana blockchain, then it's going to be in a better spot. Solana will be around forever. And if we're the Legend ticker on the blockchain, then the word Legend's going to be around forever. So I just don't see this. I see this maybe became a little bit more long term. Sorry, talking a lot, but it's a good idea, man.
Yeah, thank you. No, you're good.
100% agreed.
Go ahead. We were all kind of shocked that we even got that ticker, or that somebody hadn't tried this before. It's such a great thing to rally behind, and oh shit, we actually got it, and we're gonna do this thing justice. And even if somebody does come along to make another Legend ticker, there's no way they're gonna make it as good as ours, and it'll be clear that it's a knockoff.
You're
that
so
was
right. If you guys weren't going to CTO this, I was going to CTO it. I'm not going to lie. I'm serious. And then my son yesterday, I have 4 boys, guys. So my middle youngest one had a thing going on. So we're at the fucking hospital most of the day yesterday. So I missed the fucking dip. That's why I missed the dip. I was in the hospital. The hospitals don't allow you to have phones on. And so I'm going to ape a bag now and start DCing. I'm trying to get what I had back, and I'm going to be with you guys. I was super on the story what I was explaining earlier. Like I thought we were just getting played, you know. Like it's like me saying, "All right, hey Jeff, let's launch a project." All right, Jeff, you know what? I'm gonna rug it, and then you CTO it, but we still have supply. You know what I mean? You know how many people do that in space, right?
I hear you. That's not.
Yeah, it's a cycle. It's just, and so like now hearing everything and then actually talking to you guys longer than like 2 minutes. You get the people too. I can definitely read it. I'm 40 years old. I've fucking been around a while. I got kids. I'm married. I've been in fucking prison for 12 years. That's what I call marriage. So I got some gray hairs, and I really appreciate you guys stepping up and doing this because I had friends and family, and then I've been in this space for a while. So when I get behind projects, dude, I don't like to get behind rugs. It totally backsteps all the work you put in the trenches, and it puts this disgusting taste in the followers and community, that you build through time. I'm not a big CTO at all, but I mean, dude, it took me fucking 3.5 years to get my 2,400 followers. And more, and you gotta keep grinding and be consistent. And but it's one of those things where it feels good that y'all are doing what you're doing because it helps with every. I don't know if he's
we're losing you, Ninja. We're losing you. But to touch on what you were going to say about grabbing a bag, I don't know. We have some new listeners here, and I just want to put it out there. Keep an eye on that. Excuse me. Keep an eye on that migration wallet, so you could time a better entry. Okay. There are not many more tokens that are getting migrated over, but I think Cash Bull said there's like a few million left or whatnot. But that migration wallet is going to be open until the 31st. So keep an eye on that so you could time your entry. We want everybody to be successful here. So we're just putting it out there, full transparency, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, you want to like, some people just join. You want to like refresh what that migration is all about here. Like,
so for those of you that are not aware, Pizza Bro, why don't you want to start it off and I can kind of.
Yeah. So the wallet, the whole migration wallet that we're looking at, it has to do with the Wolfie migration. So I don't know how far back we need to go, but we had a community token here. A group of dudes got together and launched Legend, and we lost 2 key community members, some core guys, T-Cash and Cray. They were, we're not going to get into that too much, but they were just, let's just say they were given an offer they couldn't refuse, and they had to choose between.
You're cutting out. Can you guys hear him?
I can't hear him now.
No, maybe his phone died.
I can. Yeah.
So long story short, the obviously you could look at the chart and realize that it tanked. Pizza Bro, you back?
You guys lost me?
Yeah, I lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think someone called me in that. So we lost a key member in T-Cash. He's a big voice. He's a big presence. He's very influential in crypto. He really he's not in a position to do 2 things at once. So he was made an offer. He went. He wanted to give the Legend people a way to follow him, not in a way like come follow me, but he felt like he owed something to the Legend community. So he said, here is a migration deal. If you want to take this migration deal, you have to send your Legend tokens to this wallet, and we will then give you Wolfie. That's the other project. Wolfie tokens in return. It was a heavily diluted deal. Like you got your Legend diluted heavily because there was other factors over there that, lots of details over there that made it so that you had to get diluted. Plus there was a vesting schedule. So it's not a great deal to migrate. However, things were very up in the air. We didn't know how the dust was going to settle. We just lost T-Cash. Obviously, there's a panic. I mean, he was a large voice. There's a sell-off. There's people that migrated right away, and we don't blame them because they thought maybe Legend was dead. I mean, you lose some key people. that is the way that projects die. So a lot of people sent tokens to get migrated to Wolfie to get something for it, and that wallet that is receiving the legend. People have linked it. They've put it in the chats, and we were watching it as that wallet has been receiving legend for Wolfie. It's been selling it off. So if you can imagine, a lot of our legend tokens are going there, and they're being sold.
Yeah, there is no big wallet that's storing legend tokens.
Right. And then there's no wallet that's ballooning, and like we're watching this thing get the millions and millions of tokens, and we're like, oh shit, when's he gonna pull the trigger? When's he gonna dump this on us?
As they get them.
They're being sold off as they get them, and a lot of it is already sold off. When we checked the wallet this morning, I haven't checked since, but like we saw that, like, okay,
700.
There was 6 million tokens in there, which is 0.6%. So we know that 0.6% is coming, which is not, I mean, where we're at, it's no big deal. But anyways, that wallet is the one that's selling them off. I actually think, so when that all happened, people had decisions to make. People had to like sort of decide if they want to stay, do they want to go? Can we do both? Maybe I'll just hang still here. If the legend team shows me some promise, maybe I'll stay. If not, I'll migrate. That's the situation we're in right now. So we're seeing who's coming, who's going, who's sending tokens to that wallet. In the meantime, a lot of people sent over there, and a lot of it got sold. We went down to 22K market cap. And that day, it was a shitty day. It was yesterday, the day before, because we saw, legend at the very rock bottom, but it cleaned house. It literally cleaned house completely. There's nothing, like, it literally went to the bottom. Everybody saw it. It sat there for a while. It's not like it just touched it. I mean, it definitely sat below like 50, 60 for a long time. So if anybody wanted to get in, it's a free market. You could get in. There's an opportunity. There was nothing. I don't think anything else was going on there. If everybody had an opportunity to pick up a lot of legend for very cheap, as it was sitting there. So it totally cleaned house. It totally started fresh. Anybody who saw it was able to scoop, and now here we are. In the meantime, if anyone didn't hear the story, in the meantime, as T-Cash was on his way out, I just, he's our in real life friend. We go to the gym together. I see him a couple times a week. I mean, he got me into crypto, so like, we see each other, and he made his decision. But there's a group of us that contributed to Legend, not even as a team role, but we're just contributors. Like I built the website, I did the branding, the font, that whole thing, the marketing materials. That doesn't mean I built the token by any means. I'm not a tokenomics and things like that, but like that resonated with me. I made a deep connection with me. We have, like, P. Billa was rating his head off every week, every day. Molly was creating content. Fuji was creating content. B. McMoney. These are just contributors. B. McMoney is someone we met in the community, and he made our meme generator, and he makes it better every day. Like I was like, we transitioned from the Leo DiCaprio, Jordan Belfort to Crown, and I just texted him like, hey, can you get this Crown on the meme generator? Yeah, done. He did it. 10 minutes. So all these people contributed to Legend, believed in Legend, did not want it to die yet. And while I'm not T-Cash, I'm not a blockchain guy. I'm a branding guy. I love working on projects, whether it's a business or just side projects. I told him, just give it to me, like and give it to me, meaning like passwords. Now I have control of the X account. I'm the owner of the Telegram, because someone has to own the Telegram. I have all the brand assets. So all that stuff, yes, in that moment, I said, I want it. I'm not ready for this thing that we built and the work people put in to just die. It's not going to happen. So just give it to me and we'll figure it out. He did. I have it all. I think. I mean, he's not withholding anything from me. I think I have it all now. I think we're in a great spot. I have control of the X account. The Telegram is going great. We got the Crown in there. We refreshed some branding. We're seeing now who's with us, and not with us against us, but like who stuck around, who's part of the community, and we're going to see who we're going to make this next run up with. And then on top of that, we have this migration thing still going on, right? So that migration will be finished on December 31st. So if anybody in here wants to migrate, they have until December 31st to do so. Now we've stepped up. I feel like it's on us to, I guess, give people a reason to not migrate. We want you here. We want you to become a legend. We want you with us. If you go to Wolfie, go to Wolfie. But we want some legends in here. We took a big punch. We went all the way to the bottom, lower than the basement, but we're still here. We're going to run this back. If you don't want to take that Wolfie deal, we're here because we wanted you. We want, not the only reason, but one of the reasons was that was a shitty deal. There needs to be a place for you to land, to not take a shitty deal. And we still love legends, so here we are. So that's the migration. What do you got, P-Bill?
I just wanted to say something. I just wanted to say something. You said, I'm just a guy, and you're not just a guy. You're a good guy. You're a good man. So
fucking legend.
All the fucking fear,
legend.
All the fear for people of what happened should be removed. That it's going to happen again because you're here. And if this thing doesn't work out, it won't be because we got screwed over or because whatever, there was some bullshit, shady shit going on.
Yeah.
That fear should be fully removed from people because of who you are and who the other people firstly you more than anybody, but the others that are stepping up as well. The people that are in here are not going to do what happened to them. And we're going to make sure that if we're going to do everything in our possibility to make it run and make it go where we always thought it would go in the way we always believed, because we still believe these things. And now we have, and again, not a team, but we have a person or people that really want to make it go there and aren't they're taking off all the gloves. They're going for it. And
we're going
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit for that. But I just want to, but you did a great job of talking about what it is. But all fear should be removed that something like this will happen to this again, because you are a good man.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, and for lack of a better term, this is, this is a CTO, but we're not going to call it a CTO, but this is 100%.
We can. I mean, let's talk about that. We can.
Yeah, we can call it a CTO. We can call it a legend takeover, whatever people want to name it. This is a community token through and through at this point. And to touch on what you said, Pizza Bro, going down to 22,000 market cap and then shooting back up to 200,000 yesterday was actually a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's great.
And I think we're just going to keep pushing. We're going to keep grinding. We've been doing that since day one, and we don't plan on stopping. And whoever wants to join in, whoever has any good ideas, let us know. We have, open ears. DM us, say it in the Telegram. We would prefer you just say it in the Telegram. I mean, I'm not a big fan of DMs. I just want to just speak out in the open. No comment is a stupid comment. No question is a bad question. Let's figure out how we could run this thing as high as possible. We do believe in our bones that this is a multi-cycle ticker. You've heard it before. We truly, truly believe that. Legend can be around for many, many cycles, probably forever, as long as Solana's around. The word is not going anywhere. I think Ninja said that, or maybe Molly. I don't remember. And I agree 100%.
Yeah, we got some dogs in here, and we're going to run this up. And I'm happy to, Molly, I love you. That was beautiful. Thank you. I'm happy to fill in all that leadership role. I took it on. I know what comes with it. And I'm going to do it. I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean, I'm in the VC, been in here for 2.5 hours. We're going to run this thing back, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get there. But yeah, definitely, put the things in chat, put the ideas in chat, send us messages, create some content. Let's go. We started fresh. There's nothing to point to. We were hit the bottom. The chains came off. I deleted all other chats, at least that I was in, or that I could delete. There's no, there was a big mod group. It's gone. There was some other, an advisory chat. That might still be there, but I'm not in it. So if I don't see it, someone can tell me what it is, but it's gone. All that stuff is gone. Anything that chained us down anything that was holding us back, even things that we didn't know, like there could have been things that we didn't know. I think all that got resolved when we hit the ground hard, right? Because once you hit the ground hard, I mean, that's clean slate. I mean, we got new people. Anybody else could have bought. It was a free market. There's nothing else. Like, here it is. Like, this is us. This is our most vulnerable state. We're at a very low market cap. We lost our project leader, but we're starting fresh and we're going to run it up. So you see that we're doing that. There's nothing to hide. And we're talking here. So if you like that, you want to be a legend and you want to start from the ground, and you can see that all the chains were removed, then come be a fucking legend. I mean, that's all there is.
That's right. There was a legend advisory council. Yeah, that's dead. There is no. I was part of that Telegram. That Telegram is now shut down. There is no council. This is a true CTO, and everybody can contribute equally. Push your own bags.
Yeah.
Raid, market, whatever you want to do. You're working.
Did we lose him?
Sorry, I lost you.
Yeah, I think we lost you. But yeah, we are in a stage of community building. Like, I think I said this the other day. We have over 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 members in our Telegram, but we hit a crossroads. We hit a fork in the road, and that number should basically be interpreted as zero, because we're literally starting at the bottom. We're starting at zero, and we're going to go up. We're going to see who's still here, who's not, and that's what we're going to do. We have some days here. Like, this is, like, we have plans. We even have some marketing initiatives left over from some things we put in place a few weeks or months ago. So we're obviously going to do that. But right now, we are literally focused on getting out of the trenches, building a community, seeing who's here, seeing who's going to take this ride with us. We're going to take that, and then we're going to take that ride. Like,
yeah, totally. And for those of you that are true crypto degens, I mean, shit, this is your 90% dip. I'm not selling any.
Right.
What I was going to say, guys, is, I mean, like, I completely respect what you guys are doing.
My phone keeps.
Yeah, you're going in and
out. My phone keeps cutting out. What's up, Sandy? Go ahead.
Yeah, Sandy Lands. What's up?
What I was going to say there was, I completely respect what you guys are doing. Like, I know a few people that got burnt, obviously, with the way things went, but obviously can't really pin the blame on anybody. But personally, for my opinion on Wolfie is that I see it for what it is, and I'm not really too sure why anybody would have backpedaled to ATEM. It's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of blew my mind a wee bit, and it's like, obviously people got to do what they got to do, but I mean, I'll stick it out here with you guys. But what I was going to say there is like, if you guys can think of any utilities that you guys can come up with, I mean, I don't mind, like, when I've got free time, helping to develop anything for it. Like, if you've got anything that you would want to add to the website, or anything that you could think would work as a good Telegram bot or something, I mean, I can play about with stuff. I mean, I am currently working on my own project, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to take a few hours away from it and focus on something fresh. So, like, if there's anything you guys can think of, I mean, I don't mind helping out as best as I can.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Definitely going to see. I'm sure there's some things that are going to come up, and there's probably things right now that we'll need help with, and I appreciate you volunteering for that.
No, not a problem.
It's good to see another name, so I appreciate you popping in here.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. But like I said, I mean, I've had a lot of DMs about people's feedback and their opinions about what's happening and stuff like that. And from what I gather is that a lot of people that knew, or that were in Baby, a lot of people, I've seen a few people trying to rally groups together to try collectively dump on the project, as, like, obviously there was a lot of round trippers, there was a lot of people that got burnt hard with the way things went. And obviously, like, the main problem for me is like the money raised from, like, the NFTs and stuff like that previously, like, it's never been disclosed whatever happened to it. I mean, it's a lot of money just to go, and then to come up for a fresh project, and then, like, try demand another 1 million is crazy. It's ludicrous.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the same feelings we have, but, like, that a lot of people have, but, like, I just wanted to be clear that, like, no one like we have literally zero affiliation with Baby, Wolfie,
No,
any of that
I know.
stuff. Like
I
T-Cash,
completely understand.
like I don't know who ATEM is. I don't know. Zero. Like I never knew who he was. I don't think anybody other than T-Cash knew who he was. And whatever they decided to do, and T-Cash brought the news of his decision to us. I don't know anything about, no one in here, nothing in here will be impacted by an airdrop of Baby or an airdrop of Wolfie or an Wolfie NFT, other than if they decide to sell and buy over there or something like that. But none of that has any. We are not attached to anybody at all. Zero.
No, I know.
0% or 100%. T-Cash, I know, is, we're gonna say things about it, and I'm gonna clear it up when I can with a nice, clear and concise post. He made a decision that whatever people may not agree with, but he did. He didn't screw us on the way out. Let's just put it that way. He, obviously, I have the brand assets. He did the migration thing where people were sending the tokens to his wallet and he was dumping them as they come, or I should say just selling them as they come, which was actually a really good thing for us. It happened while our chat was closed. It happened in that period where people were still trying to figure out, and it just slowly gave people time to absorb this whole thing. And there was no ballooning wallet that was just going to dump on us one day where we're all just sitting here. So like all of that whole process, I'm saying that in the sense just to say that whole process in there was the house clearing. Like there is zero, like I think just me saying it might not be enough for people, but like literally you can see it. Like you can see it on the chart. Like the house got cleared. There's the people that are going to Wolfie are gone. They're people that I know, so I don't. That's not a slight at them, but like they're gone. Nobody in here has any, not that I know of, has any contact with an ATEM developer in Dubai. That's for sure. And that's all gone. We are starting Legend from scratch with Legends, and there's nothing else that is attached to us.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you clearing that up. But like I said, it's like I'm good friends with T-Cash. I'm a part of like his groups and stuff. Like I've been friends with him since I met him at the beginning of Baby in March. Between him and his associates, I mean, they've helped me like expand my trading techniques, getting into web development and stuff like that, and helped me make a lot of money. So like I do have a lot of respect for him at the same time. But my opinion on it is like it's kind of going backwards, and it's like it's.
That's we don't know what the factors. I mean, when we
I know, yeah. But like I said, it's like I completely respect where you guys are going with Legend, and like I said, I'm following along. I've like checked everything out myself. So like I said, I'm down for supporting it. Obviously, I grabbed myself a bag. And if you guys ever need anything like help develop, I mean, just hit me up. I'm always here.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, it's good to see you in here.
Thank you, Sandy.
O2K, Squirtbox, Ada, Phoenix Rising, some new names that I don't recognize. If you guys have anything or you want to say something, feel free. You don't have to by any means, but if you got questions or...
I feel like Wolfie's a scam.
Okay. I don't know anything about that. Sure.
Yo, I'm new. I'm actually part of a CTO for another project.
Okay.
I'm the community guy there. I saw Legend. I think it might have been from T-Cash on like a bigger space talking about Legend.
Sure.
So I've just been following along, kind of saw what happened and saw the VC open, so hopped in.
Cool.
Nice, man. Thanks for stopping in. I've seen your name around, so I probably noticed you on some AMAs or whatnot.
Yeah, I get around. But one thing I will say, I know there's like these kinds of times are not the most fun for any type of community. I've been part of a few different projects in different stages. And I think one thing that hops out to me about Legend is, I mean, for me, meme coins in general, it's an opportunity for people to buy in to a shared idea. And what attracted me to Legend is this idea to highlight legends, and I saw kind of the art, the style, the vibe. I think there's something really cool here. I think And to me, also the big thing with any coin is who's attracted to it organically, naturally. I think this idea brought together a lot of really just solid people, regardless of what has happened. And so I think as long as everybody stays together, I think there's a lot of potential here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, totally. We've had a lot of community members step up. I know Pizza Bro just mentioned that, but I mean, we've got so many members that have stepped up and contributed in one way or another, and it's just been amazing to see and experience in real time. And we're actually, I mean, in a really shitty position right now, but very, very excited at the same time. So it's like a bittersweet moment. Yesterday was actually a very, excuse me, a very great moment to see, chart wise, and then just also who decided to stick around, and people were active in the Telegram chat. It was really, really cool to see.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hats off to you guys, kind of managing the ship and directing everybody through this.
What'd you say?
Thank you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just giving you guys a shout out for navigating this.
Yeah, thank you. It cut out for me. Yeah, I appreciate
Cool,
that.
man. How long have you been in crypto?
I started in, I think in March this year.
Oh, okay,
2024.
cool.
Yeah. I was in kind of Bitcoin in 2017, and then really went full degen in March, starting with the Diddy coin when Diddy got arrested.
Perfect timing.
That's pretty. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah. So myself, I've been in crypto since 2021. Mostly, I started off on the BSC chain, Binance Smart Chain, ETH, and then now over on Solana. So I've been in it for quite some time. I mean, I've hit some runners. T-Cash, I know him personally, so he got me involved in crypto, and I sort of hit a lot of the same tokens that he hit. Guard, Baby, Floki, a bunch of those stuff, Legend. So, I mean, I hit a bunch on my own as well, but yeah. So since 2021, it's been a cool ride, and what's cool is being around for so long and through so many cycles. I get to see like the different cycles and like what worked and what didn't work and what doesn't work anymore. And I think when Legend was first born, it was kind of crazy because we had like this hybrid of like old school crypto guys, and we still have that. It's like old school crypto guys and then new school crypto guys. So it's a really cool and unique project and situation and time, I think, in crypto.
That is sick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
cool.
So we have, I think Molly's analogy was great. We got punched, we got knocked down, but our infrastructure and everything is still in place. And we're kind of like the sports team here. Our infrastructure is in place. Our players are still on the roster. We might have took some losses, but we're still playing. We're gonna regroup, and we're gonna win the game. We're all on the team. We're gonna go out there and win the game. So,
hey, a legend never dies.
Legend never dies. Like, we're not letting this thing die. There's no way. I mean, yeah, there's no way. This is what we just did. There's no chance that this thing will die. There's just too many people that love it. There's too many people that believe in it. It's not going anywhere.
And we were near death.
Yeah.
Like we were as close to death as you get to. You know what I mean?
If anyone was wondering if you get relegated back to pump fun when you go low, you don't. I'm just kidding. No one was probably wondering that, but like we went back to the beginning, back to the bottom.
So I mean, it's like we were there, and it's just like in real life. If you know anybody that's either been sick or that's been in a near death situation, it's like after that, like now it's like, okay, now everything we do, we're gonna do and enjoy it and really make it the best we possibly can for us and for everybody that wants to be a part of it, because why not? You know, why the hell not?
Yep.
I mean, in the end of the day, the dogs got to eat.
Dogs got to eat.
That's right, baby.
There you go.
Dog's gotta eat, and you don't become a legend overnight. It's a journey.
That's right.
No one did it. If you did something that was easy, I promise you, no one will say you're a legend. You become legends by doing something that's hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, like that's the perfect thing to say, right? It's like, people think because something rises up out of nowhere or whatever that it just happened overnight. But I mean, you look at, like, I always think of Amazon, right? I mean, Amazon started, they were going to sell books to compete with like Barnes and Nobles or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that was their idea, and then like all of a sudden it just changed into this crazy thing that now runs the world pretty much, or at least the United States. So it's there if you believe in it and you keep working, and you get a group of people that really have same goals and convictions, maybe different ideas, but they collaborate, they talk, and visions are born, and they're not written in stone. Your ideas aren't written in stone. You change them, you adapt them to get better, and that's what we're doing. And that's how this is going to happen. There's been a few questions in the chat, kind of like, oh, what's the plan? Is it just raids? The plan is we're here. We're gonna try lots of things, see what works, adapt, take advice, and just keep working together and just pushing this thing out as much as possible to create it naturally, so it becomes what it was meant to be, and why a lot of us were so drawn to it in the beginning and still are.
Yeah, like I think I might have wrote this before, but the plan is to get like, this is a journey to becoming a legend, for that analogy. The plan is to get stronger every day. Like, we might not get 10 times stronger every day, and like I said in some other posts, like, we changed the Leo picture to a crown. Like, yeah, that's not going to make us hit 100 million by changing a picture, but it made us a little bit strong. Like, it made us a little closer. It gave us something to rally behind. It felt good to get rid of it, so we were a little bit stronger. We came up with like an idea, and the community did, like, just in chat, or it was a VC, like, hey, what if we change the buy bot to be like the legend of the week, and that person gets to be showcased there, whether it's a celebrity or someone in a community. That's beautiful. Like, that's going to connect us more. And changing a buy bot picture is probably not the thing that sends us to 100 million, but it makes us stronger. It makes us more connected. And actually, you don't know, like, it actually could grab the attention of somebody who wants to be featured on there, and shows their friends that they were featured on there, and brings us another group of legends that want to go along for the ride. And that could make us stronger, and that could, give us a run up. But if we get a little stronger every day, then we're just going up every day, whether it's a 0.1% stronger or a 10 times stronger or whatever it is. That's the plan. Get stronger every day as a community, and then we'll just be strong enough to make this journey at some point.
And the way we do it, the more we, like you said, just a little stronger every day, and the price is going to reflect it. It's going to reflect it. It's inevitable if we continue to do what we're talking about, and continue to collaborate and work together and really push each other and try to make this what we want it to be. The price is going to reflect that naturally. That's just how things work. I mean, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, just stronger every day. Exactly. And then as we get stronger, that's puts us in a more powerful. I mean, if you're stronger, you're more powerful. If your community's stronger, you're more powerful. There's more voices. There's more ideas. There's more. Obviously, let's not be naive. There's more money. There's people stepping up. Like, when you get stronger, doors open, opportunities open. The path gets easier. No, I shouldn't say easier. Let's say the path is less narrow, and that's what happens. You get stronger, things happen.
Yeah, it never gets easier. You just get better.
Yeah, you just get better. You just get better and stronger, and you pick up teammates along the way, and tools and advice and experience. Like, I didn't think that this whole migration thing was gonna happen. Didn't sign up for that, but it happened, and obviously that's a huge learning experience that we all have a scar from. I say, I mean, it could be a good scar, might be a little too negative, but that we all have a scar from, and that we are all going to learn from as we go up. Like that might have been, yeah, like it just, that was a total experience that we are going to be stronger for.
I think that's what we talked about, me and you. Remember, I said this could be the best thing that happened to us.
Yeah.
It could be if we figure out how to do what we're thinking about doing.
Yeah, right. It's sure the best thing to happen to us. We just have to now execute on it. It's for sure the best thing to happen, for sure.
And let's be crystal clear. It's like when we say what we're going to execute, nobody is talking about two or three guys. We're talking about as a community.
Yeah, what we're going to achieve, I should
absolutely.
I should say what we're going to achieve as a. Yeah, no, that
yeah.
was
When
the
we
best
say we mean Legend is going to do. This is what Legend is going to do.
100% correct.
Yeah, it was the best thing to happen to us.
Cool. All right, guys, I have to jump. Have to run around with my son and go to a bunch of sports and stuff. But I'll be.
Lost him.
Sorry, I keep getting cut off, but I'm going to jump and I'll be back.
Okay, I got like 15 minutes here too, so if we can hang out, or if anyone else wants to hang, they can stay too, of course.
Yeah, any questions, just feel free to kind of throw it in there or just share whatever you feel like sharing. Let us know.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
So this Legend coin, it kind of gives a really good narrative to the coin now, because this coin gets out, you know, of the situation, it's truly a legend. But the question is, once it gets up in the millions, do you think it's going to dump again? Because say if there's some guys holding these coins that want to merge to the other coin, that scam token, do you think, you know?
I think I know where you're going with this. I think we are on a very natural crypto path now. We hit rock bottom. If we dip, I really don't think it has anything. I don't think any big dip will have anything to do with that, with Wolfie or anything like that. Like, okay, maybe when they pre-sale, somebody might want to sell something to go get in on that. But we hit the bottom. We sat at 50, 60K a long time, like long enough in the crypto world for people to scoop. And that does mean, and I have no idea who they are, obviously, but yesterday you could have got a percent of Legend for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And that means like when we run up, some guy who bought at 50K, 60K, we don't even have to get to 1 million for that person to be up at 10x, right? So, but that is normal crypto. And if you people that have been around or have listened to some of these VCs, like when you do that run up, lots of projects, there's a profit taking period where there might be a dip because people are hitting good profit, and that's fine. Like, that is good. We actually created a project that will follow an organic crypto. Like, we not created a project, but we had something happen to us. We got punched so hard that it brought us down to the ground floor, where it was free market for everyone at a great price. And now we are going to run up, and the run up is going to be bumpy, but it's going to be organic, and it's going to be the normal chart that, I shouldn't say normal, I don't know how the chart's work, but it's the experience that we're used to. Yes, there's probably going to be some dips in there.
Yeah,
but to answer your question, sorry, I don't think the dips are going to be related to any other project specifically. Like, maybe there'll be some selling, but I don't think any of that's going to be affecting us directly, in my opinion.
Yeah, just to kind of jump on what you said, it'll be the fear, we talked about it a little earlier, but the fear of like something happening behind the scenes should be removed, because literally that's kind of what we just experienced with Dude Pizza Pro just said. It's now a free market. So if everyone here, you do what you do with your money. We're not here to tell anybody what to do with their money. It's your business. It's your money. If your goal is to come in here, join the group, and make some money, great. And if that's what you do, that's what you do. That's on you. But it's a free market. People take profits. People do what they want to do with their money. If we get to 1 million, that would be fantastic, and I think we will. And and then they sell. Guess what? We're gonna keep on working. And if it gets to 1 million and drops back to 200K, we're gonna still be here.
Yeah, it's another entry for another group of people.
Yeah, for another group of people, and then maybe those people that sold the first time, they come back and like, oh, maybe this was legit. kind of thing, you know? But we want to make sure that the fear is removed, that our plan is not to do what happened here already. We're not going to merge with another coin or whatever, or another group, or Legend's going to disappear, or dilute your investment, or whatever's popping off in meme coin land. But our goal is to build this community, and like we've always said, everybody, we're here to make money. Here, that's what Legend stands for. We want everybody that legendary feeling and that legendary status. And it's a true free market, no hidden things. All the hidden things have either been revealed or they're gone. There's none of that. Everybody that has, it's what they've invested on their own at whatever level the price was, you know? So that's kind of to answer your question.
Yeah, whoever, I didn't see your name light up, but whoever answered that, please, or asked that question, let us know what you think, or if you have follow-up on that. If you're not here, maybe you didn't like the answer and you left, but if you have a follow-up.
I think it was Squirt Box. That's what
Squirt Box.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Yeah, so let us know if that made sense. Chains are off.
Man, you guys got
we're gonna run.
That's horrible.
What's that?
I feel like you guys got set up. That's fucked up. You guys got set up. I know you guys did.
I mean, it could be, but we're not worried about that. What happened, and we really just want to focus on going forward, and really kind of go back to why we came here in the first place, which is because we believed in the ticker, we believed in Legend, and that's why we're still here. And we think it's too good of a thing to give up on, and we definitely haven't. And even in the short time we've been back, 36 hours, you can see that it's a good thing. And we want to look forward, you know. If people do things, they do things for whatever reason. I'll speak for myself. I don't care about that. You know, it happened. I'm pissed. I'm trying to get over it. I'm probably over it. And I think I'm a very much a silver lining person, a positive person. I try to look for the positive in anything that happens, even horrible situations. And I think there's definitely lots of upside here, and that's what I'm going to focus on, and that's what I'm going to work on.
For sure. Yeah. But I mean, Garden Boy, that's a new name. If you have anything, if you got questions, hop in here. If not, all good.
Yeah, we've been here a couple hours, I think. Yeah.
I think we were like at 9 o'clock, so we're maybe a little over 9 o'clock. I don't remember. A couple hours for sure.
Yeah, I just got a whole haircut while listening to you guys.
A whole haircut?
Yeah.
Not a half a haircut?
Whole thing.
Got them all cut.
You got them all cut.
Dad jokes. We got full of them in the Legend chat.
Lots of dad jokes. Yep.
All right, I'm hopping off. What up, bro? I'm hopping off, guys. But yeah, thanks for answering some of the.
What's going on, troops? Good to see you guys. I hopped on a little late here, but good to see that everybody's. What's going on, man? Good to see everybody here rising and shining, big time deal making. I just woke up, man. And I came into the chat, and the chat is beaming. I love it.
The chat's beaming. No, we're getting a lot accomplished in here. You know, it's good to say these things out loud.
Yeah. This wasn't recorded though, eh?
It is.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
It's going to be, if you want to listen to 2 hours of talking, it's going to be recorded for anyone who wants to listen.
Yeah, I'll 2x it. I'll double speed it, you know?
There you go. Yeah, no, good. So yeah, thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just happy that everything is coming together. And yeah, it's just the energy. I mean, just to add in my 2 cents, but yeah, just the energy feels right here, as I said in the chat. And it just feels like we just had a minor hiccup, but then like as we started rowing in the same direction again, I was like, yeah, this is what we were doing. Let's keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I love that you say that. I feel like everybody, it's a feeling, right? It's like we can't really explain it. There's a feel to it, and I love that you're saying that. Like you know, right? You just know.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I just have to like grab my kid, and I think and I have to leave the chat. So I don't know if it's gonna mess up the recording, so I'm gonna try now. But if it does, we'll just open a new one so you guys can just keep hanging out. So I'm gonna just I'm just gonna leave the chat, and if it messes up, maybe we can just start a new one. Does that make sense? So I'm not ending the chat. I might press the wrong button here. So hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta run. I'll be back on in a little bit. 1 second.
And we are gonna post it once, even if he does end it. We're gonna post whatever we have. So it's good. But yeah, if you guys, anybody wants to say something or any questions, we have been here probably 2.5 hours or so. So just let me know. I'm playing a little football with the kids in the front yard. If you can hear them screaming.
They're doing wind sprints, so I'm breathing hard. But guys, this is such a great vibe that we have going here. And I, for one, am proud to be a part of it. Love being with you guys. I'm glad we rose from the ashes. So let's keep it going.
Yeah, Brian is awesome. He was great when all the shit went down a couple days ago, kind of just speaking his mind. And I think he's awesome for his community. So I'm really glad you're back. I know you had questions, and I'm glad you're back because this community, you'll be a great benefit to this community.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, I agree to that too. Hey, Squirtbox, how'd you find us?
Watching the Kid and Walt show and just watching you guys.
Oh, nice.
See where it goes.
So you
that's good. Well,
you witnessed the fiasco that happened a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah, I watched that shit dump from like 1.5 to like 100 in seconds. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? Then I joined the voice chat, and then I heard what was going on. But that guy merging coins to Wolfie, I was like, this guy's a fucking setup. So I left.
Yeah, we're all surprised.
So
it was all a big thing for us too, man. We had, crazy.
I was about to buy, and then I saw what was going on, and then I was like, oh.
Well, now it's even better to buy, man, to be honest. But it's up to you. You make your decision when you're ready. But we were at like Dude Pizza Bro said, we were down to 25K. We were actually having a drink that night, and we were looking at it, and it was like 32K. I'm like, oh my God. And then, we went up and just kind of like, hey, let's come up with something. And like, I know like Ada or ADA, I don't know what the name is. She asked in the chat, or he asked in the chat, kind of like, what's the plan? And we were kind of just sitting there and like, what are we going to do? How can we love this? I'm like, dude, we just do, we just do. So we got to do something, whatever it is, and we'll figure it out, and it'll come to us, or we'll find somebody smarter than us, which there's a lot of us in here. And I think we're just going to keep working, man. We're going to keep doing whatever we can just to keep evolving and keep making it better.
Yeah, that's good.
100%.
But if there's no other questions, I will probably just end it. I mean, we've been coming up almost on 3 hours. So if there's any questions or any thoughts, anything anybody wants to share, feel free. Otherwise, I'm gonna close the chat up, and then it is recorded. We will post the recording if you want to listen to it.
Yeah. Also, just if you want to just have any questions in the chat too, you just type it in.
Yeah, let's get get the chat going. Like, we're always in there. Like me, Cash Bull, we're always in there. Brian Barber gets in there. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good, bro. I'm gonna hop off too.
All right, guys. I'm gonna end it right here. So have a good day. Hop on the chat. Throw some memes if you got them. We'll be there. Okay. All right. Take care. Thanks.
Take it easy. Bye.